Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today we're here to actually do a DIY happy planner cover. I'm going to show you how to make your own happy planner cover. Now once you know how to do this, you can go out and print your own images, your own lettering, do everything. This time I happen to be using the Main Street Wall Creations, which is from Dollar Tree. So this is like a Dollar Tree wall sticker. I'm turning this into a happy planner cover. This particular one says, "Faith, it does not make things easy, it makes them possible." Luke 1:37. This is not a direct quote of that Bible verse, so keep that in mind. So if you are to pick this up, I don't even know if you would want to include that. Maybe you just want to put the verse itself and leave that out since it's not a direct quote from that Bible verse. At least it's not in the NIV Bible. I believe this is like a different phrasing as far as the King James version of the Bible is concerned. So we are using this Dollar Tree item and turning it into a happy planner cover. Yes. So what you need, of course, is a sheet of paper, just scrapbooking paper. If you don't want to go and buy a whole paper pad that comes with like a ton of sheets in it, you can just go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's or wherever and get one single sheet. This was 69 cents. Usually they have the Paper Studio on sale for 50% off, so you get half off of 69 cents. That's all you need. Now keep in mind, this is not very heavy weight, so the laminating will help it out, but just keep that in mind. The next thing you want to do is measure out how big the happy planner cover is going to be, and you can do that using your own happy planner cover that you have. So you take that and you just line it up. You go ahead and mark it with a pencil, then you cut it out with your paper trimmer or with scissors. So I've already lined mine up and traced it with the pencil, so now I am just going to cut it out. All right, now that you have cut out your happy planner template, is what I'll call it, you want to go ahead and round the edges. As you'll notice on the happy planner covers, let me just get this to show y'all. The edges are rounded right there. You don't have to round them if you don't want to, but I prefer rounded edges. I got this from probably Michael's or Hobby Lobby about 2 years ago when I first got into crafting. So you can pick up one of the round edges fist guard tool thingies from one of those craft stores. So you want to round the edge before you put it through your laminator. So keep that in mind. And based on how the happy planner has their thing set up here, I may even punch the hole. Well, no, I'll wait to punch the hole after I have laminated the cover, and hopefully I won't have any issues. Doesn't seem like they had any issues after they punched out the holes either, so we'll do it like that. Right, now that that's done, here comes the fun part. Now we are going to go through and place this on the paper. So we'll start, I'm kind of looking at this right here, but we'll start by taking this big one off and being careful not to rip it or anything like that. And just being very careful when you place it down there. A little bit went over, so I'll snip that with my scissors. The next part of the sticker. And that right there, and I kind of put it at an angle just to make sure that everything fits, you know. You want to go through and just trim the excess edges. If you wanted to add any more stickers or anything, you could. Also, after it's laminated, you can go through and add any rhinestones or anything like that as well. What I will say about laminating items is that you can go to Walmart and buy the Scotch laminating pouches that you do not need the laminator for, so they're self-adhesive. Or if you have a laminator, you know, do your thing. So here's the pouch that I have to put my paper in. Where's the opening at? Opening for it is somewhere. Here it is. Awesome. So now it's in the pouch. Now we get out our laminator and heat that bad boy up. So here's my Scotch laminator, and the plug is here at the bottom. So let's plug that up. And I did do an unboxing of the Scotch laminator on my channel, so be sure to check that out. Right now we're going to press that power button. That has cut it on. We're going to wait for it to heat up. When it's ready, that will be blue, I believe. And when it starts heating up, you will see it smoke a little bit. Don't be alarmed. Just make sure it's not by anything that's highly flammable. This is my cutting mat, and it protects my desk from heat and all kinds of stuff. It's dirty because, you know, I did tons of stuff on this cutting mat. While that's heating up, again, here is the pouch. The pouch that you're going to put it in the closed end first. And I'll show you that when it's ready, but you stick it down there. Alright, y'all, that little blue light is on. So now we are just going to take the cover. That's the closed end. You put the closed end in there first. Make sure there's not anything attached to it. And you just kind of gently feed it in there. And it's laminated, and I may laminate it a second time just to make sure it's all good. That's not a requirement, but that's how I usually do my stuff. Be careful when you pull it out because it will be slightly warm. While our laminator is cooling off, make sure you always power the laminator off and unplug it. Leave it sitting on top of your cutting mat to make sure that it cools off before you put it back in the box or wherever you store it. I have shelves on my desk, so that's where I typically store my Scotch laminator, but make sure you cool it off before you put it wherever you store it at. And then you want to go ahead and get your trusty scissors. These are not my best scissors, but my other ones are in my little setup for my little tripod. So you're going to just be very careful to go around these edges, and careful not to cut those laminated edges, because then, you know, what was the point in you just laminating that if you cut the little pocket that it's laminated in? So you just want to be very careful with your cutting. You want to cut as close as possible, but not the pocket. And then when you're cutting around, it's fairly simple to cut around that edge. Just turn with the paper as you cut it. And then you just keep on cutting. And I think I may add some rhinestones to this, just because I like rhinestones. And I would also mention you can use your paper trimmer for this, but I'm honestly scared to. I don't want to mess it up. So I'm just going to use scissors. Awesome. Now we have our cover, and I want to go ahead and, whoa, y'all might move a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and use my Happy Planner punch to punch in holes. And then, of course, whatever kind of planner you have, you can use, you know, the punch that corresponds to that. I have the Happy Planner, so that's the punch that I'm using. Might have to give it some force. And I cut it out just fine. Doesn't look like it's caused too much damage to the laminated portion of it. These rhinestones you can also get at the Dollar Tree. These are like the holographic rhinestones. That's why I like them so much. So I believe these come in a strip, but you can also peel them off if you just want to put one in a certain area or whatever the case is. I'm going to do this like that. It's a little crooked, but it's not a big deal. Looks pretty good to me. It's not perfect, obviously, but I think it's pretty good for it to be made from Dollar Tree items. That is the finished product. I hope that you all have enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will talk to you again in the next video. Bye.